I'm here with Jay Harris, the head varsity coach of the East Boston. What are you guys? The
Jets.
The Jets.
Lady Jets.
The Lady Jets. The head coach of the Lady Jets. How many years been there?
I've been coaching with the girls for 12 years. I've been at the school for 15. I helped out with the boys my first 3 years, and I was assistant for 6 years and become head coach for the last 6 years as well.
And Tyrone, your assistant, he moved on to bigger and better things,
Yes.
huh? Well, not bigger and better, excuse me.
No. Absolutely. He moved over to the program that we both played in. So Tyrone was a student player when I was, first starting out my first couple of years, and so we've been close and we've become friends, and he's like my little brother. So I'm super, super proud of him and the work that he's put in with the football team. He's coaching softball initially, and now he's the head varsity coach for the boys, and it's amazing to watch him with the boys and doing the things to try to build our program back to greatness. And so I'm excited for him. I'm proud of him, and love watching him do his thing as well.
Tyrone's he's a great guy. Playing for the Huskies.
Oh, yeah.
He's tough.
Yes.
Tough.
Oh, yeah.
That is that East Boston toughness.
I love it.
Yeah. Tell me, talk a little bit about you're in the school, as a teacher. Right. Tell me what do you see the value there of being in the school and coaching?
Yeah, you get to know the kids, and so the kids see me around. They talk to me every day. We have great kids, and so I love being around them, being able to hang out and get to know them. Even I know so many kids that I don't have in class, just by talking every single day. If you say hi to me on Monday, I'll say hi to you on Tuesday. You know what I mean? And so I enjoy being around them. They come see the games. They ask me about how things are going and everything like that, and they love to support their friends too. So it's a great dynamic. Being able to be around them and see them support each other is great.
That really has been something that I've focused on a lot this year. I've really noticed the enthusiasm of the students supporting their friends.
Yeah, the camaraderie is great.
It's genuine. Yeah. And it's as high as it's ever been.
Yeah.
And I really, that really floats my boat, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's tournament time, right? And what do you see the keys in any tournament? What does it take to win these games?
Focus and dedication. So I played in the state tournament one time. It was a great time. It's fun getting to a point where you're one of the last few teams alive. And so I had a great, coach, my coach, Michael Rubin. My junior year, we went 8-9. It's like 8 and 9. I can't escape 8 and 9. We missed the state tournament my junior year, and so that was one of the things we talked about. The off season is now, and so we worked hard. I'm not a big weightlifter, as you can see. I don't know if you could tell through. You know me well, so I'm not a big weightlifter. I lifted weights that off season. I worked on my game. I played BNBL. We played in a fall league. We won that the next year. We played. Started our first season. We lost our first game. Won a whole bunch, lost our first city game. We won a Christmas tournament, and we lost our first game in the city playoffs. And that was like our learning point, where we found how quick it can end. So if you don't take advantage of those moments, then you don't get a chance for tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. So we went to the state tournament not kind of knowing what was going to happen, and we ran off 6 games and won a state title. So it was a great experience, and so
I did not know that.
Oh yeah,
I did not know that you're a state. I did not know that Jay Harris state champion.
I brought the ring out tonight and everything.
Absolutely. Wow, look at that! Outstanding, sensational, and inspirational, if you will.
Yeah, no, it was a great time.
Who are some of the players in the team?
Drew Humphreys, Sean Davis, Anthony Copeland, Ramal Lane, George Khalil, Antoine Griffith, drawing a blank. Craig Tavares, all my guys, and Tess Walter Lassie, he lives down south now, but all these guys, we played we had a chance to work, as juniors and learn, and juniors and sophomores, and then as seniors and juniors, we had an opportunity, and we took it and ran with it. So it kind of, the chips fell the way they fell, and we went 23-3, I think, the senior year.
Wow.
And so going from 8-9 to 23-3 was work, and so understanding that, my coach, Coach Rubin used to always harp on it. We got to work hard today, guys. We practiced 7 days a week, and we were in practice, and he's like, how does it feel being one of the few that are left? And it's like, it was motivation. And so getting kids to understand that you can't take for granted today and tomorrow, because there is no tomorrow with this game. And so you have to practice hard today, practice hard tomorrow. When that game comes later this week, be ready to give it everything you have, because you don't want to look back and say, dang, I wish I did this, or, I should have, would have, there's no woulda, coulda, shouldas.
What was the game? Was there a game that was the outcome was in doubt till very late? What's going through someone's mind at those kind of moments, and what are your challenges?
We had two, and so we played our first game. We won that by like 32, and then the second game we played Reading, and we beat them by 2 points. And so the next game we won that by about 13, and then we played at Lowell against Westford Academy, and we were about to lose until Tess, coming down. They made a basket on their end. The crowd's going crazy because Westford brought the whole farm with them.
Oh, don't get me started about Westford Academy. Oh, my gosh. They're the bane of my existence. I was traveling through there up to bringing Sweet Pea back from go ahead.
Yep.
Westford Academy, they beat me every way up and down. The Great Ghost. The tall, slender white kids going to the basket, tough.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And that was the kind of game we had. I think they were seated ahead of us, and so they made a basket where we could have called a timeout. Coach didn't call a timeout. He let the play go. And
really?
So we drove it up the sideline. Tess got the ball on the wing. 3. Knocked it down. Crowd was silent. We were up 1 or 2. I can't even recall, and we won that game.
As I said, we lost Westford 1, 2, 3 times during my tenure in Arlington. And, when you get to that second and third round, it doesn't matter who you are playing. These teams are confident.
Everybody's
They're dialed.
Yeah.
Everybody's good. And everyone's committed at that point.
Yep.
And everyone's having a great season. Right? That's the thing that people don't maybe understand. I see sometimes, oh, gosh, it was such a struggle. Here's a struggle. The team's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're trying to, everything we're trying to do, they're trying to stop it.
Right, and you don't have a chance to kind of like, there's no, doing too much research on it. You just have to be ready to play. And so knowing that you have to be able to come in, stay focused, and be engaged and be your best self every single time, because they're going to do the same thing.
Big time. And at that point, when you think about that, so when you're that deep, these are teams, 20 plus wins,
Easy.
2 hours a day since after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
These teams are dialed in. They know everything that I know. When you do this, I'm going to do that. You win those games. That's impressive stuff. You win even any game. Everybody's get over 500. You're having success.
Yeah, exactly. And so you have to give it everything you have and leave it on the court. And because if you don't, okay, well, tomorrow starts your off season.
It's always seemed to me that the team that made the fewest mistakes.
Yes.
And so, but that's a mistake is a negative. So how do you approach that?
Just like the way you play. So you made a mistake. Now make a good play.
Right.
Or get a steal, get a deflection, make an excellent rebound. Or whatever the case might be. Just do something that can make up for the mistake.
Right.
And so when you have an opportunity to play through it, you can't dwell on it. The play's over. You can't change it. Move on. So you can be in your head and I wish I had. But now take the moment to kind of reflect, see what you can do better next time, and just do something great now. Get a steal. Make a good assist. Make a pass that's great. You know what I mean? You can just do something that'll make everybody forget about the mistake.
Yeah.
And so those are the things you want to focus on.
No doubt. And, I'm older than you, and back when I played, I graduated in '89, and staying in the moment was not it was not in the vernacular.
No,
right?
The vernacular has changed.
No, it has quite changed. So I had the Bobby Knight type coach, right?
Oh, yeah.
I got basketball thrown in my head.
Oh yeah.
But we made it to the states quarterfinals, and in that game, in a big moment, I rose up to take the biggest shot of my life.
Yeah.
And what was going through my mind? don't effing miss.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, and that's one of the reasons, you know, that I get into, you know, coaching and working with kids, because I remember there's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
You know, I spent my whole life working at this, and that's what's going through my mind at the biggest moment. Don't miss.
Just play.
You know, and you got to just play, and if you can get to that mindset, you know, where you're saying, hey, I want to take this shot.
Yeah.
This is what I've trained for.
Right.
This is why I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you really want.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I try, you know, and having played in those large arenas, I had to turn off everything that was outside of the lines. You know, aside from my coaches, aside from the people that were there to support, you know, you don't want to get to a point where you're listening to somebody over there that says, "Oh, don't do that," or, you know what I mean? Because that's where you get distracted. And so, you know, I learned then that play and stay focused. And it's the easiest way to do it. You have to watch, you know, the things that you're doing, but you also just want to make sure that you're not in your own head. And when you get into your own head, that's where it can all go crazy. And you know, don't miss. Well, just take the shot.
Right.
Just make the shot. You know, that's fine. But don't give yourself that that negative energy. It's just negative energy.
For those who don't know, you know, we played. I never enjoyed playing with anyone more than you. For oh my gosh, years we played together, and I marveled at it wasn't just a positive attitude. It was you, and this isn't something. This is a skill. You were very effective and engaged with helping other people feel good about themselves on the court. Where did that come from, and how did you get to where you eventually got to?
I just view it as this. If we're on a team together, your success is my success, and mine is yours. And so if we support each other and we continue to, you know, push each other in the right direction, you know, we can't lose, you know. And so if I can build you up with good energy, then hopefully you'll give it back, and we can, you know, use that as another, you know, way to win. It's just, you know, supporting, being a good teammate doesn't cost anything. You don't lose anything, you know, out of it. It's just collective success. You know, like Doc Rivers says, Ubuntu. You know what I mean? If we work together,
right,
we get the best out of each other, and, you know, we can do whatever. And so we're unstoppable if we just by saying, hey, great shot, nice pass, or good screen. Like those little things are, you know, make you want to do it again. You know what I mean? So when somebody recognizes that you went the extra mile to try to do something extra for somebody, I mean, why wouldn't you want to do it again?
When I first played with you, I'd never played with somebody that was that. As I said, it went beyond just words. It was an energy about you, and a couple things I observed you had an amazing. We had a positive team to begin with, so it wasn't negative atmosphere. But we did every now and again have a player that might have had, and they would not be negative when you were there. They wouldn't do it because why? Right? Yeah. Why? What's the point? Right. So this guy's going to come down here and he's going to be positive and nice and helping. And what am I going to do? I'm going to be negative?
Right.
I'll feel terrible. I'll stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And you know, I just wanted to just tell you how much that meant to me, because it was that attitude of coming down that. It was the energy you brought when you walked into the gym. It was real, and it had nothing to do with. It was like, hey guys, I'm here. Let's go.
Yeah.
And it was that energy that really that helped me, you know, forge relationships, because I was like, hey, this is real. This isn't.
I didn't play college basketball. I played intramurals. I kept working on my game. I had fun with it. It's a game I love, and I've been playing since 4 or 5 years old. I had a Dr. J hoop. You know, I remember that. I'm enjoying watching my son embrace, and you know, he's 5, so, you know, he's not, you know, doing so much of it yet, but he loves it. He loves watching it, and it's something that, I mean, you learn a lot from watching. You learn a lot from playing, but just being able to see different sides of the game. You know, I play, I officiate, and I coach. So I try to, you know, it's fun to do all sides of it, because it's a different angle from every single one of those. And so being able to coach is great, because I'm trying to help kids, you know, get it, and you know, get it as much as I get it. You know, you never, you know, get it all, but
no,
just trying to, give the kind of energy that was given to me. Like I had great coaches from when I started playing in 4th or 5th grade organized basketball to all the way through working with you. And, it's just the more you can share, the better. And so as you always say now, the power of positivity, it shines through, and it's always something that you have to be positive. It's just the best way to go about it. Why not? Why be negative about it when you can?
And the other thing is we saw, and I know we would talk about this. We saw players that would go through their high school and then college career. These were really good players.
Yeah.
And they for some reason they didn't adapt well to that environment.
Yeah.
And I always felt terrible for those players because we saw some and you're still playing some amazing things from players 28,
talented,
35, 40. I've seen dudes 45 years old, go nuts on a basketball court.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a whole career.
Yeah.
And people don't know that. If you enjoy playing basketball, then you enjoy playing basketball.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't matter if the stands are filled with 100 people or one.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter what kind of crowd you have. I mean, you could play in some of the most crazy places, and as long as you stay focused with the game, and things don't go crazy around you, just play. You know what I mean? We all lose our mind on occasion, on the sideline playing or whatever the case may be. But you just have to enjoy the battle that it is, the competitive side of it. It's a great, great game, and what better, for me, I can't wait to watch my son because I know he loves it, and I love going to watch other games because I learn from other coaches, I learn from other officials, and I learn from other players. Every single aspect, every side of the game, you have to embrace it, and so I'm around great basketball minds like yourself and a couple of my friends, and it's just great to soak it up and try to be a better version of you with regard to whichever side it is, as an official, as a coach, as a player, to just keep growing and keep enjoying the game. And like you said, basketball never stops.
Yeah, I'm so glad you took the time to join us at Sports A to Z.
Yeah.
And and I just want to. You are someone that has inspired me truly to become more positive and to truly love this game and to give it the respect that it deserves. And I've had a wonderful ride with you, and I look forward to the future.
Yeah, so it's been great being a Husky, and like I was saying to you one time, I can't recall many times where we lost.
No,
that makes it easy and that makes it fun, And so that takes. Makes it so much more fun and makes it so much easier.
You went years without losing?
It was awesome. It was undefeated. Miss a game, still be undefeated. Oh man.
But I mean, it wasn't.
It wasn't easy.
It was not easy.
Never
it was
easy.
not easy.
Never
it was not easy. And that was the other thing. When we had some success.
Yeah.
So there was a standard there, and there was there's only there wasn't a lot of places we could go around to get a higher competition.
No.
This is what was afforded to us, and it was so your choice was either meet that standard,
absolutely,
and the standard was very, very high, and that was a challenge
all the time, and it was a great challenge. I mean, we had so many times where it could have gone another way. And just to fight through it. We stayed together, whether it was a tight game or it was a 40-point game. We had a couple of those, but more than likely, more than any other time, it was a close game, and it was just us fighting through and playing as well as we could.
And how many games were the ones that were challenges where it was even or we were behind, and we would sit and go to those timeouts, hang in there, and we would. And the minute the other team would maybe still a little scuffle with each other, point fingers, we
knew we had him.
We got him.
Yep.
We got
Absolutely.
him because that hang in there, hang in there. There's value in hanging in
Absolutely.
there. There's value in saying I'm going to just keep trying here.
And I say this to my kids all the time. I was like, anytime I see another team arguing, I know it's over.
It's over. It's over. Done.
It's over.
No
it's
doubt.
Over. We got him.
Oh yeah. Man, I just had some memories.
Me too.
Oh man.
You just saying, hang in there.
Hang in there.
I remember on the sidelines, hang in there, push. Like those are my Z-isms, and I always, I think to those all the time, and it's great times.
And we did the thing that was that was I was very proud, and we did hang in there. We almost never pointed fingers.
No,
I mean even a little bit.
No, yeah.
It was like, okay, hang in there.
Yeah.
And it was problem solving.
Yeah.
Even a lot of times it wasn't. A lot of times it was literally just hang in there, guys.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
We're good.
Because we're going to do what we do.
Absolutely.
They have to match what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Good
Big
times.
bang move.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Yes.
All right. So, again, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully let's keep in touch and come by here and regale us with your state championship. What state? I didn't know state champ.
It was the best time, one of the best times of my life.
Oh, I bet.
Best time of my life.
Wow, winning the Garden.
Yeah. And then going to Worcester and playing out there is tremendous.
Did you get any blocks in the game?
Got a couple, yeah.
Yeah.
We played a tough team from Quabbin Regional. They had a kid named Jason, I forget his last name, and a kid Jahan Jurson, and they were a dynamic duo, and they were tough.
So you get in that guard, those are tough players.
Oh, yeah.
They don't back down at all.
It's great times, and we just were fortunate enough to come out on the winning side.
This year, you know who I went to see? Stan.
Yep.
And wow,
14 and 6,
Coleman
I think they are.
is his assistant.
Yeah.
Steve
Celeste.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
That's a great coaching staff.
What a wonderful thing. I mean, I was taken back. I'm like, look at this wonderful thing going on. And his kid, his wife and kid behind who would have thought?
Yeah, no, he's doing a great job.
What a great job.
So happy for him and proud of him as well.
Big time.
Their state tournament run starts this week, so best of luck to everybody on the boys and the girls side. I got to go out to try to support some of my city teams out there, and that'll be playing close by. But it's a great run. And so I was at a practice earlier during the break, and I was just telling them the same thing. You have opportunity to represent yourself, your school, and your coaches and everybody, your team so well. So just take advantage of the opportunity. Don't miss out on it, and just push.
Just go. Push, baby.
Just
push.
Have a good time.
Absolutely. All right, Jay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
and so we will be. This week we are going to be going to Winchester Monday for Winchester is playing Salem. Salem is coming into Winchester, so we'll see you then. Bing, bang, boom.